Hi, my name is Por-shi-a. I'm sorry that it took so long for making this video, but I've been through a lot these last couple of months and year and a half now, seems like. I'm making this video now because I feel like this urgency to make it. I don't know exactly who it's supposed to touch, but here it goes. So I recently moved out of San Francisco, California, and into Washington State. I'm going back and forth between Tacoma and Seattle so far. Since I moved here, I've been raped twice, and I just recently got in a relationship. Um, what happened was when I first got here, I was originally gonna move in with my sister, and it didn't work out because her boyfriend at the last minute didn't want me to move in with them. So here I am, wandering around, wondering what I'm gonna do, and I finally get a hotel room, stay there for a little bit, and then I find out about these tent cities and stuff like that. So I start going there. So I've been back and forth between tent cities and shelters. That's pretty much been my life lately. This has been the longest experience of me being actual homeless. Normally, I would find housing by now, or I'll find a room for rent, and I'll have somewhere stable to live. But unfortunately, this time around, I didn't find anything that was that stable. So I just been moving around, wherever I can go. So let's get back to the reason why I wrote why I'm making a video in the first place. So a lot of my dreams that I have brought up in the past with people, especially the one that is when I was walking on the beach and I thought I was walking by myself, and the hurricane started, the earthquake started, the twister started, a typhoon started, and a tsunami started all at the same time, and they all hit around the same time. Well, that dream's already manifesting because there's a typhoon scene in Japan, and Okinawa, I think it's pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was shown on the scientists' meters on the news, or what do you pronounce that word? Meteorologists, or how you pronounce that word? So I'm making this video to confirm that that dream was definitely from the Lord. And if you don't believe me, it's all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and people are really talking about this. You can even Google it if you want. I'm making this video because I want for people to know the truth. I don't want them to be deceived. I don't want them to be tricked. I kind of feel like God had put me at this place and this time right now so I can share this with you all. I don't really know who I'm talking to, but the Holy Spirit led me into making this movie. I mean, not this movie, but video. And I'm a little bit nervous right now because it's been a while since I've made a video, and I talked about things that the Lord had told me. I apologize about the airplane in the back, but I live close to the airport, so there's always airplanes around here. So before I left California, actually, the main reason why I left is because my mom betrayed me. She went behind my back and got a lawyer and didn't tell anybody nothing, and lied to my lawyer and said that I had kidnapped my son, I had stole his birth certificate, and that I was a really unfit mother, and I was a drug addict along with my baby's father, which is not true. And I was doing cocaine, and I was tweaking, and I was doing crystal, and supposedly I was drug trafficking, and I was sex trafficking, and I was just doing whatever I can to get my drugs, which is not true. Unfortunately, excuse me, the devil used my mother in that way. So she got custody of my son. So he's currently with her. I'm trying to figure out a way to get him back, but I've been having a lot of bad luck lately because, there's spiritual warfare. And unfortunately, the calling that God has on my life, I'm going to keep getting attacked a lot because I'm supposed to be an end time prophet. And he's been giving me dreams and visions about what's really going on in the world and how close we are to the end of the world. Now, this typhoon in Japan is supposed to be the biggest typhoon in the world. They don't know exactly where it's going to stop or when it's going to start. They don't know. All they know is it's going to be really big. So if you know anybody in Japan, or you know anybody in China, or you know anybody in South Korea, North Korea, please tell them to leave and evacuate. Because this thing's going to be huge. It's supposed to hit all three of them. And they don't know what day and time, but they need to leave. Because this thing, I'm telling you, it's going to be huge. And we don't even know if it's going to go as far as America. So we got to really prepare ourselves spiritually and mentally. Because this is not a joke. This is real talk. And as far as the other natural disasters I saw in my dream before in the past, and I was walking on that beach, I feel like the Holy Spirit was telling me to tell everybody out there, get ready and decide what side you're going to be on. Either choose to be with the Lord or choose to be with Satan. Because he's coming. No matter if we're ready or not, he's coming. And the signs are already showing. And another thing, as far as the war, it's already going on, but it hasn't made its way to America yet. But it will when it's God's timing. So let's keep praying and keep fasting out there. Keep having our head up. And, oh yeah, for everybody that asked me that question about my son and the court hearing, it went really bad, actually. I was in a domestic violence relationship with my son's father. I don't really know if I put that in the other video, but we were in a domestic violence relationship, and he was high off of crystal meth and knocked me off the bed and got on top of the bed and was suffocating me for about 2 or 3 minutes. And luckily for me, there's a little bit of air, so I didn't die. And I wound up leaving him after that, and he stalked me, found out where I was living at, and showed up after I gave birth to our son and went crazy and told me where our son is. And luckily for me, he was with family. And make a long story short, that's why I've been doing this battle for so long. Don't get me wrong, I forgive him now because it's not right to not forgive. But I am a little hurt by all this that's happening to me. I just pray every day that the Lord provides and protects for my son and my daughter and my other son. I'm sorry it's a little bit noisy right now, but I just wanted to share all this with you guys because, I'm real, and I want you guys to know that God is real and Satan is real too. And I want you guys to know that heaven is real and hell is real. And like I told you in my testimony, I've been there already before. Trust me, you guys don't want to be there. Please repent and give your life back to the Lord because we're running out of time. Thank you.